Today we're gonna make these delicious sweet potato latkes with apple chutney. To start making our sweet potato latkes, we're gonna start with sweet potatoes. So I have 2 sweet potatoes here that I've peeled and grated. So you're just gonna take your sweet potato, grate it in a bowl. So when you grate your sweet potato, you're gonna put that into a paper towel so we can squeeze out any excess water out of the sweet potato. So that way, we get a nice thick consistency when we combine all the other ingredients. Next, we're gonna do 1 small onion. We're gonna finely grate that, and we're gonna get out the excess water out of that. So we're gonna take this onion, and I'm gonna put it in a small strainer, kind of press it down so we can get all the water out of that. Once you have all the water, you're gonna add that right to your sweet potato. So we have 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. We have 2 eggs. I'm gonna beat those a little bit. Add that. We're gonna do baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder. We're gonna do a teaspoon of salt and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. And next we're gonna mix this all together. Now we're gonna roll them into small balls so we can get them ready for frying. I'm just gonna take about a tablespoon size, roll them like this, and then that way it'll get it ready so when we go to the frying pan, we're gonna pat them down and have them nice and flat. These latkes are a huge hit at our restaurant. We make these for our catering company in mini, little size, mini with a little apple chutney on top that we're gonna make in a few minutes, and they are always a hit. So I hope you guys try these at home and let me know what you think. So I've rolled them in balls. Before we go over to the frying pan, I'm just gonna pat them down. And now we're ready to go over to the stove. Before we fry up our latkes, we're gonna get our apple chutney ready. So I'm gonna put medium heat. We're gonna put in 2 apples that I have peeled, cored, and diced. 1/4 cup of apple cider vinegar, 1/4 cup of brown sugar. We're gonna do 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/8 teaspoon of ground clove, and just a tiny pinch of red pepper flakes. So we're gonna stir this and bring this to a boil. So while we're waiting for our apple chutney to come to a boil so we can get that cooking, we're gonna start with heating up our oil so that we can fry up our latkes. So I have vegetable oil here, heating that up. Once I get all of them into the oil, you can see our first one, how they're cooking right on the edges so we can see when we're ready to flip them. We want a nice golden brown color. We'll wait another minute on that. And we're gonna check out our apple chutney. So I'm gonna give this a stir. We need this to cook for about 25 minutes because we want to really cook our apples. And it's gonna go perfectly with our sweet potato. Perfect color there, so we can give them a flip. Our latkes have turned this beautiful golden brown color, so I'm using a slotted spoon so that I can get rid of the excess oil. I'm putting them down on paper towels. And we're gonna let them cool while our chutney's cooking. Our chutney is finished and it is a nice thick consistency and it's delicious. So we're gonna put that on our sweet potatoes. You could serve this on the side or however you like. I like to dollop a bit on each one. I'm gonna put some around the platter too. And this is ready. For the full recipe, visit nikkiklekis.com. And don't forget, like, subscribe, and follow me on Instagram for more entertaining tips.